A team that was struggling to score goals decided to score 7 today. Where did all these goals come from? Where? Tell me. Joshua, tell us.
Honest,
Tell us. Did you see this coming?
honest. No. Remember the last time we spoke about the game? I said I'm sure our defense will handle PSV's attack, even if their attack is good. But I don't know if we'll be able to score. That's what I said. And honestly, I did not see this coming. I was expecting like 1-0, 2-0. But
Goals came
nah,
from
this.
everywhere. Even California came from the bench and scored. I was like, two goals. Who again? Another defender
one, one,
scored, Timber. It's like
yeah, Timber.
Arsenal scoring 7. But it's a PSV side. PSV side is not really a tough side.
But I mean, they were unbeaten in 15 games, and they just beat Juventus in the round of the playoffs to get to the round of 16. So I mean, they are not exactly pushovers.
Yeah, they're not really a pushover, but you know that Juventus are not really a good side this season.
No,
Juventus,
yeah, yeah,
they're not really a good side. You know, Juventus flushed everybody in their squad and decided to start all over again. So these young guys have not really clicked. So I don't see Juventus as a threat like that. If it was somebody like Inter Milan that they pushed or they defeated, we're like, okay, this club is something else. But it's Juventus. Juventus are not really a tough side this season. But you guys did well today. I was impressed. Why should I be impressed with Arsenal? It's Arsenal. I don't have to be impressed.
original hater. No worry.
What do you have to say about the game? I'm impressed. Right?
uh, no, honestly, really, really impressed. Especially with some players like Odegaard, Trossard, Ethan Waneri. That goes without saying. He's a very good player. Like I've said it several times on this channel. He's a very, very good player and one to watch for the next 10 seasons because he's just 17. And yeah, he's only going to get better from here. So Odegaard, this season he has been off it completely. But today, 2 goals, 1 assist. Hopefully he can end the season on a high note starting from now. But I hope he gets back his form. Trossard was good today. Uh, who else am I not mentioning? Okay, Partey had an off night, uncharacteristic of him this season because he has been one of our most consistent players this season. And the penalty he gave away in the first half was really silly. But apart from that, he was alright. The defense was solid, generally speaking. Miles Lewis Kelly was very lucky to not get sent off in the first half. I would admit that because
What happened to him?
just
He's
in
injured.
no, he's not injured.
So why did
He got
Ateta
red.
sub him?
He was yellow carded in the first half, and then just a minute after, he committed another foul that could have easily gotten him a second yellow. But
Okay.
the ref was merciful and lenient, so that's why he stayed on. Because if not, the match could have turned out very differently. We were winning 3-0 at that time, so maybe not too much would have changed, but there's a difference between 3-0 and 7-1. So yeah, I think we're fortunate that and Miles didn't get
I
sent
was
off.
thinking he was injured. That was why Ateta subbed him. I didn't know that. Maybe I didn't see that part.
No, no,
Watching 2 games simultaneously is not easy. Watching
yeah,
the PSV game and watching the Arsenal game at the same time.
I understand. But yeah, he was fortunate not to get sent off. And I feel like it's becoming an issue because he has had 2 red cards already in the Premier League. That is the one against Wolves that was overturned after the game, and then the one last week against West Ham.
Next time, yeah.
So yeah, so it's becoming a bit of an issue with him. But the thing is, he's a very good player. He assisted Ethan today. He's very lively, and as a left back, he's always looking to attack. And defensively, he's not a slouch either. So he's a very good player. So Ateta has to manage how he's going to play him, and then maybe talk to him, let him control his aggression to an extent because
Maybe
he's a
because he's
very good player.
young, youthful,
No,
exotic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's understandable. It's understandable. But Calafiri came on for him and did a very good job. He got a goal too, so that's positive. But the only substitute that did not show up today at all was Sterling. I'm tired of talking about that. I'm actually tired of talking about Sterling. Like
Really, your guy.
he plays like he does not want to be there at all. And I don't even
Guys, you
watching
guys, you
him.
guys betrayed him. You brought him, gave him the hope that he was going to play a lot of matches. And look at,
Ah, I mean, if he could not start for a Chelsea team that was mid-table last season, he can't start for a title contending Arsenal team. What was he expecting?
but he
That's the
played a
thing.
lot of
He
games
can't
for
start.
Chelsea last season.
Sorry.
He played a lot of games for Chelsea last season.
exactly, and they were mid-table. I see my point. So he could not have come to start for us. Especially when Saka was fit, Martinelli was fit, and Havertz was fit. He had no place in the squad, in the starting 11, at least. That's why we're playing him in the Carabao, in the FA Cup, and we're bringing him off the bench. But he only had good performances against League One sides in the Carabao Cup, where he was start padding goals and assists. Like I could tell, he didn't want to be there. He has no place in top flight football anymore. For me, I think he's done. I think he's finished. But you know, you know, maybe maybe he'll pick one moment and shine. You score, you win for us against Chelsea or something. Who
Maybe
knows?
Ateta thought he could revive him, but
Nah,
nothing.
yeah, but that's
Anyways,
all I'll say.
after this game, I don't think you guys need to even play any second leg. Let PSV just call UEFA and say no need.
Honestly, I would not
Because
again.
if you can concede 7 at home, and just imagine what Arsenal do to them in the Emirates.
That's not how it works. We can go to the Emirates and go and lose.
If Ateta decides to rotate the squad, maybe because he feels okay, 7 goes up, rotates the squad, things can happen. But if Ateta plays his strongest 11 against this guy, which I don't see him doing, but if he does that, they will trash this PSG again.
No, 100%. He can't play the same 11 against them because after this we have United, and then after that PSV at home, and then we have Chelsea. So because of those two games surrounding the reverse fixture, I'm positive he won't play our best 11. So maybe we'll see some youth players from the bench, from the academy, playing that game against PSV. And I'm sure PSV also bench some of their players because it's there's no point in risking your players
Liverpool is
because they
probably
still have their they still have their own league title to contend for. So no point in risking some players that might possibly get injured. So I feel like that match is just going to be formality.
right. So, what's your final thoughts before we go? Finally,
Okay, final thoughts. So right now it looks as if we're going to be playing Real Madrid, but Atletico kept it close in this game. So anything can happen when they go to their own home. But regardless, I feel like whichever one of them we face, we would put in a good effort. That's what I would say. Because by then we should have Saka and Martinelli back for the quarterfinal. So again, I'm not saying we'll beat any of them because two of them right now, Atleti and Madrid, I'd say they're both better than us because like they have strikers, they have more balanced squads than us, I would say, because we don't really have a striker. Still, that's been our problem. But I would say those two teams are slightly better. Atleti is slightly better than us. Madrid, they are like arguably the best team in the world. So there's that. So, however, I feel like we would not roll over and get beaten. We would put in a good game against either of those teams.
all right, Terrence. Thank you very much for joining me. See you next time.
Thank you. All right. See you.